The number one beauty tip for us ladies in our 50s and in our 60s that will always transform our look naturally to make us look the very best version of ourselves, to bring out and enhance that natural beauty that you already are, is lashes. Long, thick, curled lashes. That's the answer. There are many ways we can do it, lots of different choices, something for everyone. So let's talk about what those are. And I always forget to say hi. I get too excited, I guess. Hi, I'm Carolyn, and this channel is all for us ladies in our fabulous 50s, our sensational 60s, where we come together to embrace this amazing season that we are in now. And I am so glad that you are here with me today. So now let's talk lashes. So number one, I would say lash serums. Lash serums is it's like a little mascara, thin little brush, and you just put it right along the lash line at night after you wash your face. When you're first getting started, you use it every night, and then after that, you maintain. I do it if I think about it. If I don't think about it, I don't freak out. If I think about it, I do it. That's just how I maintain it now. One bottle probably lasts 3 or 4 months. They're all kind of around the same price range, around $60 to probably up to about $100, and they're all pretty similar. There's just so many of them, and I don't have a favorite. In fact, my favorite system of doing it is changing them up. So now our lashes are long, but they're not curled. Well, mine don't grow curled. Maybe you're that exception where they grow long and curled. Mine just grow long and just like straight out. That's not the look that you want. That's not the look that's gonna look really beautiful and pretty. You want them curled. So there are different ways to achieve that. You can use good old-fashioned lash curler. That works great. The downside on the lash curlers is I do find that sometimes it crimps. It's hard on your lashes. You know, you could pull out lashes. I hate that. That bugs me. So those are the downsides to it. You could also use the heated lash curler, which is like a little curling iron for your eyelashes. You could use that, but the downside I would say to that is it takes a little longer. You gotta hold it and keep it up there. And I'm not sure that it holds the curl quite as well. So those are the two. Easy to do, they're not expensive, so that's an option. And then the one that is really my favorite is getting a lash lift. So if you don't know what a lash lift is, it's perming your eyelashes. If you ever got a perm in the 80s, it's the same thing, only they do it on your lashes. So what they do is they put a form or like a little rod and they glue it right onto your eyelid. And then they glue each hair onto that little rod so that it's up and rounded. And then once they glue every lash on, they perm it, and you will smell, and it will bring you back to the 80s because it is perm solution. So then they leave that on for about 10 minutes or less, and then they neutralize it, and then you're done. And then for about, again, 6 or 8 weeks, whatever amount of time it takes for your lashes to grow out, you have nice curled lashes. So to me, the serum and the lash lift is really a great option. I like that because you have your own beautiful, healthy, long curled lashes. And you have that from the moment you wake up until the moment you go to sleep. So that's kind of what I think is the best option. It's not the most dramatic option, but I think it's really, really nice. I would really say the only downside is that you have to make the appointment, you have to go, you have to sit there for like an hour and have it done. And then there's the cost. It costs about $100 to do that. Okay, so now we have long lashes, we have curled lashes, we want dark lashes too. If you have already naturally dark lashes, that's not a big deal. Mine are kind of they're dark enough, but I still like to dye them. If you have really fair lashes, definitely dyeing them is gonna be transforming. And then if you get the lash lift, that's the perfect time to have it done. An extra, what, 20 bucks or something, you're already laying there, they already have your lashes up and they just dye them. So that's a good thing to just add on to your lash lift. And that too, you would also have to do that every 6 to 8 weeks as your lashes grow out. And I would say, as much as you don't need to put mascara at that point, I still probably do 80% of the time. More is more to Carolyn, apparently. I start by putting on primer, which is just like putting on white mascara, and it just gives your lashes texture. There are two kinds that I use. There's the L'Oreal, which you can get at the pharmacy for $8, or you can do the long comb, which is about $30. To be honest with you, I find they both look the same. The only reason I really do use the long comb is because it has things in it that are good for your lashes to keep them healthy, and I'm all about healthies. Then on top of that, I add my mascara. So I have two mascaras that I always go back to all the time. There are so many good drugstore mascaras, but the two that I'm gonna tell you that are my favorite are not drugstore mascaras. The one that I really love if I want a big glam, I'm going out, I wanna look super extra, is the Big Monsieur from Lancome. I use that one. And on my bottom lashes, I always use the Charlotte Tilbury Pillow Talk Push-Up Mascara because I don't want like that chunky look underneath. I just kind of want it to have a little more dimension. The option that I think is the most beautiful is Lash Extensions. So what that is you go in and they glue individual lashes onto your existing lashes. So it takes about an hour. You have different variations that you could do. I like a natural look. I like it to be obvious, but really natural looking. I have a few girlfriends that do this consistently, like that's their thing. They always do it and they always look so beautiful no matter what, but you have to keep it up. You have to go every 2 weeks. I do not have the patience to go every 2 weeks. I do it when I go on vacation. I love putting on makeup, but when I'm on vacation, I'm kind of busy, so I don't really want to take the time always to put on that much makeup. So if I have lashes done, like I can run out the door with zero makeup on and it looks great. That's why I just think lashes are so transforming. So the cons would be that it could be damaging to your lashes. It's expensive. Like a full lash would be $150. If you go back every 2 weeks, they charge you less, about $65. If you go 3 weeks, they'll charge you more than that. To get that $65, you have to consistently go every 2 weeks. So it's expensive and it's time consuming. It's a commitment. If you want that same dramatic look, you could do the strip lashes. So there's a whole learning curve for that. You find that perfect one that is just kind of enough to really make your eyes pop, but not so much that it's like, oh, here comes Carolyn and her fake lashes. And then you have to know how to put them on so that they look natural, that they don't hurt. Sometimes, you know, the little band might dig in somewhere. So those would be the cons. You have to do it every day. It only lasts for a day. Then you have glue, and when you're washing it off, you know, you have to get that glue off your eyelashes. So there are pros and cons for each of them. I've tried them all. I do all of them. There's none that I've tried and never went back. I do all of them, but just I go through different phases. The one that I always consistently do, no matter what else I'm doing, is the serum, so that I always do have the long lashes. So that is everything I have to say on lashes, tied up in a nice, pretty bow. If you have other things that you do that make your lashes look fabulous, let me know in the comments so that we can all learn from you. And that's all I've got though. So thanks for hanging out with me. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't. I don't know. What are you waiting for? Coolest gang in town right here. Old chicks rule is what we say around here. All right. Thanks for hanging out with me. Talk to you later. Bye.